Kyler Gordon, he is injured once again. The starting nickel for the Chicago Bears was placed on the PUP list yesterday, which basically means that he cannot participate in regular football activities due to injury. And this poses a very interesting question. Is Kyler Gordon's time in Chicago in doubt? Is he going to get cut? And in today's video, we're going to be discussing that, plus a bunch of other injury updates regarding the Chicago Bears. I'm your host, Aiden Gister. Welcome to ATG Bears Breakdown. And with that, let's get right into the video. Why Kyler Gordon is good. So let's talk about his draft position. In 2022, he was a second-round pick for the Chicago Bears, made by Ryan Poles and Matt Eberflus. And one of the reasons he's good is he's a key defensive contributor, especially in the Matt Eberflus era. Kyler Gordon is a very good player and brings the juice to the defense whenever he's on the field. And part of that is because of his instincts. Kyler Gordon's a very smart NFL player. And what I mean by that, he always knows where the play is going to be at. He always knows what the quarterback's going to do, where the ball is going to be thrown, and where he can position himself in order to make a play on the football. Another reason Kyler Gordon is super good is because he's a very versatile chess piece. And what I mean by that is he's able to make plays on the football anywhere on the field. And let's take a look at his stats from his career, and I'll kind of prove to you why. I mean, he has 200 tackles, 5 interceptions, 17 passes defensed, and 2 forced fumbles in his career, plus a multitude of sacks. These are all very good statistics and kind of showcase he can play anywhere. I mean, he can line up in the box and go after the quarterback. He can play as a linebacker and tackle running backs and receivers. He can cover like a corner. He can cover like a safety. I mean, Kyler Gordon can be played anywhere. And I feel like that is one major reason why he is so important to this defense. And he's fun to play with. I mean, you can get super creative with Kyler. So whenever he's on the field, good things happen for this defense. And one last thing, because of his play, he earned a 3-year, $40 million extension. And I believe this extension was deserved. It made him become the highest paid nickel in the NFL. And honestly, he played like the top nickel in the NFL, and he deserved this contract at the time. However, we kind of all know what happened last year. And the first thing that we have to talk about regarding Kyler's 2025 season is obviously the injury bug. I mean, he had so many soft tissues injuries. I mean, he had a groin injury, a hamstring injury, a calf injury. He just couldn't stay on the field, and he only played in 5 games last season, 2 in the playoffs, 3 in the regular season. And that's just not good enough. I mean, yes, he's a good player, and whenever he's out there, he makes wonders for the defense, but the problem is he can't be out there. And he did have good stats last season, don't get me wrong. I mean, he had 7 tackles, 1 tackle for loss, 2 passes defensed, a fumble recovery. I mean, he was good, but he just wasn't on the field enough to make that significant of an impact for this Bears defense last year. And like I said, he's good when he's on the field, but if you're going to be injured most of the games of the season, I mean, what's the good in having you? You know what I mean? And with Kyler, here's an interesting statistic I also wanted to bring up. When he's on the field, the Bears defense is 4th in defensive success rate, which is basically like this fancy defensive stat, which showcases how efficient a defense is at stopping an offense. And when he's off the field, the Bears defense is 28th in success rate. That showcases how important Kyler is to this defense. But if he's unreliable, you got to start looking at other options at nickel because he's a good player, but you need to have consistent play. And in Kyler's case, for 2026, he got injured in minicamp again. I mean, he couldn't play in minicamp or OTAs. And as of yesterday, he was put on the PUP list and not able to start training camp with everyone else. I mean, it's a concerning trend at this point, you guys. Kyler Gordon's future is in doubt, honestly. And it's so sad because you feel for the guy. You don't want him to be injured. He doesn't want to be injured, but he just can't stop with these injuries and he can't stay healthy. And it's going to be sad if Kyler Gordon fails in the NFL due to this, but at this rate, I mean, there's a decent chance of that happening, unfortunately. If you guys like Bears content, and if you guys are liking what you're hearing so far, please like this video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and turn on that notification bell so you can see all my future uploads. And I'm going to be trying to post 3 to 4 times a week for now. And once we get into the season, 5, 6, or even more if there's a lot of news going on or if I have the time to do so. So if you guys enjoy consistent Bears content, go give this channel a sub. And now we're going to be answering the question, do I think Kyler's time in Chicago is over? I don't. I feel like the Bears will give Kyler this year to try to figure things out. And obviously, he can't figure out the injuries, but to prove that he can stay healthy. If he can have a mostly healthy season and contribute to the defense like he did in the past, I feel like the Bears will give him another year to prove himself. However, if he has another season like he did in 2025, I don't think he's going to stick around. But there's other reasons why I think he'll stay. I mean, part of it's the contract. Like the Bears can't cut him right now. If the Bears cut him, they incur a 17.5 million dead cap hit, which if they keep him, his cap hit's only 12.91 million. It just makes no sense to cut him. It actually costs you money to cut him. So they're not going to be cutting him for that reason. And like I mentioned previously, he's such a good player. We want to give him another chance. It's just he has to prove it. He has to prove that he can stay on the field. And it's really unfortunate, but I think that's why they're going to give him another chance. And my question for you, do you guys think Kyler will stick around? He's a damn good player, and it's just such a shame to see his career so shaky right now. But I hope things work out. I hope he can figure it out. But let me know what you guys think. Do you think the Bears should try to give this another year, or do you think they should just make him a backup and then cut him after next? Some other injury news we have to talk about, and this is regarding Noah Sewell, Ozzie Trapillo, Shamar Turner, Keyshawn Elliott, and TJ Edwards. All of these guys were placed on the PUP list besides Edwards, who was placed on the NFI list, which basically means he got injured outside of regular football activities. Now, with Noah Sewell, Ozzie, and Shamar Turner, these were to be expected. They suffered long-term injuries last season and were not expected to start training camp. However, Keyshawn Elliott, we got to keep an eye on the dude because he was a 2026 draft pick for the Bears, and he got injured some point in minicamp, and I don't know how severe this injury is, but it would be a shame if his rookie season is over because of an injury. And obviously, it's somewhat significant because he was injured in minicamp and he still can't play now. So we need to keep an eye on this. In TJ Edwards' case, however, it's not that serious. From what I've heard, it's just minor muscle strain and he'll be back in a few days. It's just precautionary. So I think he'll be fine. That injury isn't as concerning, but keep an eye on Keyshawn Elliott because that could become a major storyline here pretty shortly. Hopefully Kyler Gordon can figure things out, man. I mean, it's so sad to see him struggle like this, and it would be such a shame if his career ends due to injuries, but sometimes the NFL is brutal like that, and you can't control it, and it's obviously not his fault. We can't blame Kyler, but you got to do what you got to do to run an organization, and if he can't stay healthy, I mean, we're going to have to cut ties, unfortunately. But my name's Aiden Gister. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you liked it, please like this video, subscribe, and turn on that notification bell so you can see all my future uploads. This has been ATG Bears Breakdown, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bear down.